This video is going to be a little different. I'm going to show pictures of furry little creatures. They're so beautiful in the woods until they come into your house and they cause this. Poop everywhere, kind of gross, stains everything. I didn't want to use this kind of a trap to get rid of them, a glue trap. I think it's a little bit brutal for the mouse, and snap traps are very effective. I hear they kill them quickly, but again, also quite disgusting. So I thought maybe a live mouse trap. I did get one of these. I was able to catch a couple, but they do actually hurt themselves in there. When they're trying to get themselves out, they scrape their noses off clean, just raw, and if two of them get in, they actually start eating each other if they get hungry enough. So I got thinking and did a little research and found a few traps and tried a few of them, and I don't find they worked until I found this Chris No Tap video that I wanted to try, and when I did, I found success. So here's a video of showing what I did. This very well could be the best mouse trap ever. I modified the materials a little bit. Instead of a close coat hanger, I used just some thick wire, a bottle, 2 screws, washers, which I find are optional, and some scrap wood, hot glue, and of course bait for some food. The tools actually, again, are also very simple. I used a pointy thing just to poke some holes into the bottle, saw, and wire cutter. Now with this juice bottle, all you really have to do is find out where the middle is. So where, you put a pencil underneath it and you find out where the center is, where it tips forward or backwards. And you find the center, and then I use this kind of wire to kind of measure. You could use a tape measure, but I use the wire just to mark off where those center points were. And then proceed to mark the other side. So you need to have 2 holes on each side. Poke the holes with my pointy thing, and then insert the wire. Okay, the wire has to be able to move freely so that the bottle can pivot on the points. Modified the ends to make 2 hooks of equal length, and I used some scrap wood from my futon to chest build, just some extra scrap wood which I cut. And there you go with the screws and the washers holding the little hooks in. Again, you can see where this is the tipping point where it generally will tip upwards, and that's what you want with the hole being tipped forward. Now it should just take light pressure to be able to push the end down. Cut off a little block of wood that where when it tips up, the hole is open, and when it tips all the way down, the hole is covered by the block of wood. So Chris No Tap had this more intricate design where you could adjust it with the screws, etc. And here's my solution. I just said, hey, let's just hot glue this bad boy into place, sort of tack it in with some hot glue, find the angle that's right, practice a few times and see, okay, can we get it as flush as possible without it scraping or getting caught on the block of wood. Once I found that point, I let it dry up and then take some more hot glue basically and just tighten it up. You could screw it in from that point after you get some hot glue in there, but it works fine. So you'll see with this is when the mouse comes forward, it can't get out because the bottle opening is flush with that piece of wood, and there's not enough gap for it to get any purchase. And you basically put the bait in the back of the bottle, and the bottle tips open, the mouse crawls in, and as soon as it comes forward, the bottle closes. This is kind of cool. Chipmunk. This is an unexpected visitor to the trap, and he's obviously wants the food so bad, and he decides to jump in there with the mouse. Ended up catching that chipmunk, poor chipmunk, but I did let it loose. So what makes this trap so effective is that when the animals do get in there, they can't scrape themselves on anything, so they come out fine. I have live released everything back into the wild, not around the house though, but somewhere else, and it's been working great. I'm pretty impressed with this trap. I hope you are too. As always, thanks for watching.